Marvel stuff. Spider-Man 4, huge Venom news, Avengers Secret Wars setup. Let's see what the Cosmic Wonder has to say about this and check this out.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and if you have been wondering what exactly is going to be happening with Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, this is the video for you. Fans right now have many questions when it comes to Spider-Man, like when exactly is he going to be getting the Venom symbiote that was teased in the post-credit scene of Spider-Man No Way Home, if he's even still going to be getting that suit at all. We do know that plans can change sometimes. Plus, we know that this is most likely the last Spider-Man trilogy for Tom Holland. So, what happens after that? Who is coming in to replace him? And what are the villains that are going to be coming in to fight against Spider-Man? We'll answer all these questions in this video, including when he is going to be getting that symbiote suit. Venom. And yes, based off of everything we've heard, he is going to be getting that suit. So we'll break it all down in this video. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest MCU news. And if you subscribe and leave a comment, you're automatically entered in our giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox Series X, a PS5, some Marvel Legends items, or some DC items as well. The winner gets to pick one item, and we pick a winner at the end of each month. So first and foremost, if you don't know, it's been reported that Tom Holland has signed a new contract to play Spider-Man. From what we've heard, this contract will include 3 Spider-Man solo films, so the next Spider-Man trilogy, and then 3 team-up projects. Now, we already know 2 of them, Avengers Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars. The third one, however, is unknown at this point in time. Also, Sony and Tom Holland himself have recently stated that they have met and they have talked about the Spider-Man 4 script. Now, unfortunately, this has been put on hold due to the writer strikes and the actor strikes, but from what insiders have told us, the script sounds pretty dang good. At least what they heard about it before the strike happened, it sounded pretty good then, which is great news. However, Spider-Man 4 isn't exactly going to show us Spider-Man, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, getting the Venom symbiote. It looks like that is being saved to do something extremely comic accurate, which could make fans extremely excited. However, unfortunately, we might have to wait a few movies before he gets that Venom symbiote suit. But it's okay, because the new Spider-Man trilogy that Tom Holland has signed up for is going to go past Phase 6. So Tom Holland is going to remain our Spider-Man in the MCU in Phase 7 and in Phase 8. However, it looks like he is going to get the symbiote suit in Phase 6, but not in his solo Spider-Man movie. Release dates are kind of up in the air right now. We don't exactly know when Spider-Man 4 is going to come out. However, we are assuming it's going to come out before the Kang Dynasty because that was the original plan, according to insiders. Which makes a lot of sense because there is a lot of Spider-Man story that we need to know and see before we go into Kang Dynasty where he teams up with the new Avengers. Now, originally when we knew that he was going to get the Venom symbiote suit, thanks to that post-credit scene in No Way Home, everybody freaked out thinking the next Spider-Man film was going to be Venom, and maybe even Tom Hardy's Venom. But then, of course, they took Tom Hardy's Venom back to the Sony universe. But we still had remnants of the symbiote here, so we knew he was going to get the suit. However, once we heard about Avengers Secret Wars, we thought, wow, it would actually be really cool if he got the suit then, because that's when he gets it for the very first time in the comics during the events of Avengers Secret Wars. And it looks like that is the plan for Marvel Studios and Spider-Man, for him to receive the Venom symbiote during the events of Secret Wars. And according to Charles Murphy at MurphysMultiverse.com, he has heard that this is indeed their plan. So we won't see a Venom symbiote in the next Spider-Man film. At least we won't see it attached to Spider-Man, maybe in a post-credit scene. But we do know now when he is going to fully don this new suit, the Venom symbiote attached to him, and that is going to be in Secret Wars. And this offers us kind of a more accurate comic story that we're used to, unlike in Venom in the Sony Spider-Verse. That changed the comic origin, but having the symbiote attached to Spider-Man first in the MCU and then Spider-Man reject it and then it go to Eddie Brock, that's what we've all been expecting. And it looks like that is indeed what is going to happen starting in Phase 7, because Peter will get the suit in Phase 6 in Secret Wars, and that is obviously the last project of Phase 6. So Tom Holland's Spider-Man is going to be around in Phase 7 and Phase 8, hopefully. However, he is going to have a predecessor. There is going to continue to be a Spider-Man in the MCU. We talked about who is going to replace him, and as far as we know, Miles Morales, a live-action Miles Morales, is going to replace Peter Parker. This seems to be Marvel's plan. Now, Sony has already confirmed that they are working on a live-action Miles Morales movie. Right now, we're kind of unsure if this is going to be a project with the MCU or just a Sony project alone. However, we have heard recently from many insiders that Marvel Studios is planning on Miles Morales entering the next Spider-Man film. And a lot of us were already thinking about this before the reports came in, because of one important thing in Spider-Man No Way Home, and that is Feast, the organization that Aunt May volunteered at. Well, for those who know the story, that is where and how Peter Parker and Miles Morales could meet in the MCU. The Feast organization could continue, Miles Morales could volunteer there, and Peter Parker could volunteer there since that's what Aunt May loved to do. She ran Feast, and now that she's gone, he could want to volunteer there and spend his time there. And this is a really good setup because it sets everything up for Peter to be the mentor to Miles. One thing that fans kind of complained about with the Spider-Man Homecoming trilogy is that Peter Parker was never really on his own. He always had help. He always had somebody kind of parenting him. At first it was Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, and then it was Happy, and then we got the other two Spider-Men. But now that nobody really knows who he is, nobody knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man, he's on his own. And if Miles comes in, it's time for him to step up, and then he becomes the mentor. This is what fans have been waiting for. So we could get a more mature, more grown-up Spider-Man, and we could also get a training Miles Morales. And over the course of 3 films, if Peter Parker continues to train Miles, he could be our new Spider-Man after the next Spider-Man trilogy ends with Tom Holland and he moves on from the MCU. But there is a lot to look forward to until that time actually happens. For example, they are building up for Spider-Man to finally take on Kingpin in what looks to be an official Sinister Six at some point in time. Marvel Studios is building up Kingpin in a really big way. We've already had him introduced in the Hawkeye series, he's coming back in the Echo series, and of course he's going to be a main villain in the Daredevil series. But from what we've heard in the Daredevil series, he's actually going to be running for and then will eventually become mayor of New York City. This sets Kingpin up to be a major player because now he is going to have a ton of resources and a ton of people behind him. And from what we've heard, he's going to crack down on the city's vigilantes, superheroes like Daredevil, and it looks like Spider-Man. This sets up Kingpin to be a major player in the MCU in a really big way because he'll then be a villain not just for Spider-Man and not just for Daredevil, but eventually all of them. And it looks like they could all come together to fight Kingpin, and it looks like Spider-Man might have a little bit of help when it comes down to fighting the Sinister Six. However, it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing these people appear all at once in the first new Spider-Man film, in Spider-Man 4. But what will most likely happen is these villains will start to be introduced and Kingpin will start to recruit them. The Sinister Six will most likely be the final Tom Holland Spider-Man film, Spider-Man 6. And by the time we get there, hopefully he would have already teamed up with these other heroes and have fought many battles with them going up against Kingpin, and then ultimately the final battle will be just him. Because while we definitely want to see Spider-Man team up with these other characters like Miles Morales and Daredevil and possibly characters like She-Hulk, we definitely want to see Spider-Man on his own, defeating the villain by himself. Even if it's a big Sinister Six fight and other heroes kind of help him out a little bit, but then ultimately he is the one to fight Kingpin one-on-one and defeat him. That's what we want to see. Spider-Man truly on his own and winning on his own. And it looks like that is indeed what Marvel Studios is setting up for the future of Spider-Man, including him getting the Venom symbiote suit in Avengers Secret Wars, which is so cool to think about since that is what happens in the comics. And let's hope that the stories for Spider-Man in his own movies and in the group movies are just really good, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man goes out with a bang. But let us know what you think about all of this in the comments down below, and let us know how excited you are for the future of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest Spider-Man and MCU news. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter as well. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.
Please subscribe, like this video, have a great day, and please like this video and see you guys bye. Have a great day and see you guys bye.